Michael, you're live on the air. Go right ahead with your question, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
You
Thank you,
bet.
Rabbi, for taking my call. So I have a question, Rabbi, in how the Jewish community, what is our responsibility in engaging with folks that believe that they are members of the lost tribe, or the lost tribes, I should say. So what kind of responsibility we have, what kind of obligation do we have to interact with these people that have a oral history, oral tradition that they are members of the lost tribes, and how should we interact with them now and moving forward? Thank you for taking my call.
Good question. I've actually heard people condescendingly talk about they are the real the real Jews, and how whether it's the Ephraimites or whoever, so many different stories and variations of this. So that seems almost hostile in some areas. Right?
I think we should not conflate all the peoples who claim that they are members of the lost tribe. That would be a tremendous disservice. They are not all the same. There are people who have this claim, but it's completely fatuous. It's not based on anything of substance. The Ephraimites, the Hebrew roots groups, all these groups, they say Britain is really Brit, which means covenant. That's a silly argument. The claim of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints about the Native American Indians and about them, that they're from Ephraim, these are all very silly arguments. These are claims that are not to be taken seriously. However, that said, there are tribes, there are groups that have a genuine Masorah, they have a genuine tradition, that they are members of the children of Israel. It doesn't have to be lost tribes. You have groups in the southern part of the African continent that have a tradition that they are descendants of Kohanim, that are descendants of priests. And as it turns out, their DNA was tested because priests like myself would have a unique marker on our Y chromosome, given that we all come from a common male ancestor. And this study was done extensively. I was at the University of New Mexico or Arizona, I forget, but it's been widely studied that there's a common ancestor among Kohanim in our Y chromosome, and people who study this believe that that common ancestor dates back roughly 3,300 years ago. So these are, when people have this Masorah, they have this tradition in their community, they should be taken very seriously. And there are many African communities in different parts of that continent that have a rich tradition that they are the descendants of Jews. Same thing we find in India and other places. We have to take these very, very seriously, examine it, help them. The people who do damage, and I wish they would not do this, are the Black Hebrew groups. Now, they're not monolithic, but some of them are very aggressive, and they engage in saying that the people who are Jews are not Jews, and only they're Jews. And unfortunately, some of these groups are really quite racist. So they're doing an enormous amount of damage. Why? Because we're aware of them. And of course, because what they say is so provocative, they suck out the oxygen from the story, and people then go, all these groups, they're all just a bunch of racists and pretenders. So I implore those who are watching me now, who are members of the Black Hebrews that say that the Jews are not Jews, don't do that. You're doing so much damage, because there are, in the African continent, is very likely, I'm not talking about the Ethiopian Jews, that's all established, but there are many communities in Nigeria and so on that have a tradition that they're Jews. It's a very, very serious matter. And it's something that I know many people who are engaged in researching this. So those where there's a real Masorah, there's a real tradition where they really were observing as much as they could. These are all, in almost all cases, very isolated groups, tribes, and so on. So we're examining how many Jews there are in Afghanistan today. Do you know how many Jews are lost there? Of course, there are more Jews that are unknown to us than those who are known. We talk about there are 15 million Jews. We're talking about those who are established Jews in the world. You know how many people are Jewish and either know it or not recognize as such? So we can't lump this all together. If people are just making this claim based on some Christian idea that, we're the Ephraimites and we're this, but they have no tradition, have no basis for it. It's simply something. So that I don't take seriously, and no one does. But it should be taken very seriously. Those communities that are in Asia and in Africa in particular that have real, genuine traditions of being Jewish and observant in Torah. Not all, because they were so isolated. They don't remember a lot. The Christians came in and Muslims came in and converted them. So therefore, many of them lost so much. So we should take that very seriously and address each community's claim and assertion very, very carefully. And to those of you who are watching me now, who are members of these communities in Africa, in Asia, please, I beg you, don't be offended. There's been bad faith actors out there who stir up trouble, who make vicious, malevolent claims, and they create an enormous amount of a diffusion of truth. They create a problem, and they need to stop. It's reckless what they're doing. And I'm very sorry, and I speak to the people who are in different communities in Mozambique and Nigeria. I'm very sorry about the pain that you're enduring because people outside of your community are questioning whether you're Jewish. This is a difficult process that has to be worked through. And I'm very sorry for the pain and the agony that you are enduring right now. And I plead with those who are among the Black Hebrews. Again, the Black Hebrews is not a monolithic group. There are all sorts of groups. Many of them are good faith actors who really, some of them they behave like Nation of Islam with their very racist ideas. This has to be rejected. Why would they feel this way? Because I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a black man growing up in the United States and feel hated in Chicago. I don't know. But please think for yourself. Renounce that because it really does a lot of damage and doesn't help any. Please reconsider this because it's muddying the waters and really impeding an effort to restore our people as promised in Isaiah 43, verse 5, 6, and 7. Shalom.
Guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, go to Rabbi Singer's channel as well, and also don't forget his 2-volume book set, Let's Get Biblicals, Volume 1 and 2. The audio files are available, but the CDs are not, but they're available on his website.
The MP3. Let me say,
Yeah.
I want to just one other thing
Go
for
ahead.
you guys. Listen carefully.
Go ahead.
Pay no attention to that man. No, listen to me. It's so important. If you believe in the work that William is doing, that we're doing here, whenever you watch any of our videos, please like it and please share it. It's very important because it really affects the algorithm so that our videos are spread around. So really it's very, very important that whenever you see a video of William, a video of mine, it's very important to like it. I hope we like it.
Yeah.
But if you do, don't just pass it. Just make sure you like it and make sure that you subscribe to channels because it really has a very big impact on spreading Torah throughout the world. It's very, very important. You should really go through our videos and make sure that those videos that you haven't liked yet, you do like them. It really has a very, very big impact on spreading this message. Anyway, shalom to all of you.
And commenting on them also helps generate views as well. So it kind of refreshes
Yeah.
them on the system. So,
Yeah.
Rabbi, thank you. Great show. And we'll see you, Hashem willing, same time, same place next week. Shalom, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
If you enjoy this channel and the content, and it has changed your life, or perhaps the life of a loved one or a close friend, would you please consider supporting this work? You can click this link and it'll take you directly to my website with the donate button. Or there's a Patreon link and a mailing address for snail mail if you would prefer. If you do donate, please do me a favor and leave me a phone number where I can contact you and thank you properly. I hope you all have a wonderful 2025. Shalom.
והכמיהה